In the final episode of Season 3, we were introduced to Bluey's future pup. But what about Bingo? Will she become a mom one day? Could the youngest healer actually end up having 4 kids, just like in her pretend game? Surprise! In the episode Surprise, Chili's youngest daughter goes full-on pretend supermom mode, playing as if she has 4 kids: Copernicus, Draconicus, Delarina, and Fernukin. The most special one of all. She looked like she was training to open a daycare in the backyard. But then, the episode jumps forward in time, and in the next scenes, she only shows up in a photo at Bandit and Chili's house. Meanwhile, her older sister, now all grown up, shows up at her parents' house for a visit. This had fans practically pulling their eyebrows out trying to figure it all out. What's the youngest healer sister's life like in the future? Deep breath. Hold on. She's definitely there. Most fans just missed it. When Bluey arrives, Chili says, "Bingo's out back!" And why didn't she come greet her sister? Probably because she was super busy wrangling chaos in the yard with her daughter. I mean, one thing we've learned in this series is someone's visiting? Bandit's youngest is ready to play! Another fun detail is the photo on the wall showing a trip to Easter Island. But that photo's old. It can't be used as proof of the present. That's why Bingo still looks the same. No gray fur in sight. A lot of people think gray fur comes from the stress of parenting. And hey, there's definitely some truth to that. But it's not just that. Take Uncle Radley, for example. He doesn't have any kids, and still he's rocking a few white hairs here and there. So, the white hairs come from both kids and age. What a combo! That picture on the wall is just a memory from one of Bingo's old trips. Was that when she met her husband? Or maybe she was just off backpacking around the world, just like her parents did when they were young? Let's dive deeper into the secrets of Bluey's amazing world. The daughter. Bingo has always had a strong motherly instinct, which is a huge clue that Bandit's youngest will likely become a mom in the near future. In fact, some fans believe it might even happen before Bluey becomes one. In the episode Slide, she and Lila are playing in the yard when they run into some bugs, and sweet little Bingo goes out of her way to protect them, even if it means kicking someone out of the game, like her own dad. This shows that this red healer pup loves to care for others, and doesn't really mind if they're not the same species. And come on, how cute would it be to see episodes of Bingo playing with her own kids? From the looks of it, even if she starts her journey into motherhood before her sister, she might want to wait a little before giving her daughter a sibling. That's right, you heard it. A lot of fans believe Bluey's little sister will have a daughter in the future. And the reason they're so sure is because the healer family seems to have a strong genetic tendency to have girl pups. But what will the newest healer be like? Will she inherit her mom's sweet and introverted personality? We've seen over and over just how uniquely sensitive Bingo is, especially compared to the rest of the family. The dad? Let's get to what everyone wants to know. Who's Polly's dad? The truth is, Bingo had 2 major ships in the show, and both have their own loyal fan bases. So let's calmly dig into this mystery and figure out who Polly's dad and Bingo's husband might be. Remember the episode Turtle Boy? The one where Bingo plays with a toy turtle at the park and, after saying goodbye to it, hopes to see it again the next day? That's when Dougie and his mom show up to take their turn with the same toy. Yep, we're talking about Dougie, the most popular ship for Bluey's little sister. He and Bingo were never actually shown playing together directly, but fans instantly fell in love with the quiet connection and similar vibes between the 2 pups. A lot of fans think maybe they bumped into each other at the park again, and, later on, fell in love. And honestly, that would be adorable. Can you imagine Polly having a stuffed turtle to remind her how her parents met? It would also be a cute symbol to remind her she's never alone, just like Bingo had Floppy when she was little. Bingo and Dougie shippers are already melting. But hold on to your hearts. There's another strong contender in this love triangle. Now, if you're on the team that believes love can bloom close to home, you might prefer the idea of Bingo and Chucky, Pat's son, Lucky's little brother, and the healer family's longtime neighbor. These 2 grew up side by side, running through the same backyards, sharing ice cream, hiding from the rain, and from trouble. Could that childhood connection have blossomed into real love and led to Polly? Dougie gives off that soft, romantic vibe that warms fans' hearts who want to see a future for those 2. But Chucky is already part of the family circle, and Bandit and Pat are great buddies. So what about you? Team Dougie or Team Chucky? Before we dive even deeper into the world of Bingo's daughter, drop a comment below that says love. Best friends forever. If there's one thing that gets passed down through the Healer family, besides those floppy ears and wild imagination, it's true friendship. Just like Bingo and Lila were basically inseparable, like peanut butter and jelly, their daughters are no different. We're talking about the future dynamic duo, Polly and Lila's daughter. Chances are they'll be besties for life, just like their moms. You could even say they'll know each other before they're even born. Since Bingo and Lila do everything together, they'd probably even have matching pregnant belly photos. Just like Chili, who used to go to a mom group. As we see in the episode Baby Race, it's very likely that Lila and Bingo were also doing that kind of thing, only together. And if you think that's a stretch, just remember, Bingo and Lila's friendship stood strong for years. They teamed up for the science fair and even graduated college together. If that's not a forever bond, I don't know what is. The big question is, will Polly and Lila's daughter get their own episode in the show, showing how their mom's friendship sparked a new generation of BFFs? Same school. Bingo loved going to school, especially to hang out and have fun with her bestie Lila. They were always coming up with new games and unforgettable moments. And her daughter Polly might be from a new generation, but some things never change. Like the legendary school run by Ms. Retriever, where Bingo and Lila lived epic adventures and snuck in a few power naps on the classroom rug. It would be such a special way to revisit all the lessons learned there, the same place where her mom learned how to count. And yep, Polly's totally going to that school too. We can already picture her bringing Bob Bilby home to go on all kinds of adventures, just like her mom and aunt did back in the day. Same rug, same Play-Doh table, and the same sweet Ms. Retriever, with that magical mix of infinite patience and the classic no mess please face. With Polly now walking the same school halls as her mom, it's safe to say the Healer childhood magic is alive and well for one more generation. And let's be real, Ms. Retriever's gonna have her hands full, and now's the perfect time to subscribe if you haven't already. That way, you won't miss a single update from the world of Bluey. Grandpa Bandit, Bandit, and his granddaughter Polly. Now that's something we really want to see. After all, he's bound to be the most playful grandpa in all of Australia, and maybe the most exhausted too. If there's one thing time hasn't changed, it's Bandit Healer's playful spirit. Now with a bit more gray in his fur and a back that's not so sure about kangaroo hopping anymore, Bandit's stepping into a brand new role, Grandpa. And not just any grandpa, he's gonna need serious energy to keep up with Bingo's daughter. But hey, if his back starts acting up, he can always pull out his secret weapon, the hospital game, where he pretends to be a patient and Polly is the super rushed doctor. As a grandpa, Bingo's dad will be the kind who's up for anything. If Polly wants to play dinosaurs, storyteller baker, or both at once, he's all in. But with years of parenting under his belt, he's already mastered the ninja-level move of pretending to fall asleep mid-game. Sometimes it works. Sometimes he ends up with glitter in his mustache. And Bingo, now a mom herself, just stands there and sighs, not out of emotion, but because she's cleaning up yet another mess left behind by her dad and Polly during one of their epic playtimes. Polly's future. If there's something that runs through Healer blood, besides creativity and a slight tendency toward chaos, it's the fascination with digging into the past. After all, Bandit is an archaeologist. So, it's safe to say Bingo grew up listening to stories about ancient bones, hidden caves, and dinosaurs, usually with way too many details, which makes us wonder, will Polly follow that same passion for discovery shared by her mom and grandpa? It's highly likely that Bingo also became an archaeologist, which means Polly's chances of choosing that path are pretty strong. She could start her training early with Tortuguito, her favorite stuffed animal, probably gifted to her by her parents when she was still a baby. And if that's the case, she'd be the third generation of healers out exploring the world, digging for hidden treasures. Just imagine all three of them on an excavation site together. Now that would be an adventure. The truth is, in the Healer family, digging isn't just a hobby. It's basically an Olympic sport. Bandit kicked it off with his archaeology adventures, Bingo dove headfirst into the stories, and now Polly might just follow in their footsteps, with Tortuguito as her loyal sidekick, ready to explore the world around her. Who knows? Maybe the Healers will actually discover a dinosaur one day. Bingo has always surprised everyone with her sweet and gentle nature. And now, as a mom, she might just follow in her parents' footsteps. And fans would definitely be ready to go along for the ride in this brand new Bluey adventure. If you love the Bluey universe, we've got 2 more awesome videos for you to check out. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.